I'm sorry some of you guys got shot. But, hey, God will have to sort that out, won't he?
In 1993 in Waco, Texas, FBI, troops, police force, and the SWAT team gathered around the house of the Branch Davidian, filled with 120 people, including kids, pregnant women, elders, and the mastermind of all this, David Koresh. The Branch Davidians are a Christian group. The people or authorities who were dealing with this also dealt with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or also known as ATF. The 51-day siege happened at the Branch Davidian compound, started over different beliefs of religion, differences, rights, encounter, and also included exploration.
February 28, 1993 was the first of the gun battle between David Koresh and the authorities. Koresh was a man who helped people believe in different things like Vernon Howe, a Christian priest who claimed he was the final prophet. Koresh ended up keeping those people as hostages. On the seventh day, the Branch Davidians left the Davidian church to get away. One of Koresh's followers, Clive Doyle, also a Christian, joined the Davidian and brought his daughter. A couple weeks later, the 18-year-old was dead in a fire. Their religion was Christianity.
Koresh forced a woman named Ophelia Santoyo, a Christian mother, out of the compound, but once she got outside, troops shot her 5 grandchildren until they lay dead on the floor, and her left alone. 4 months after the children were killed, the FBI found 12 survivors who were put into court and soon were found guilty for murdering federal officials and having illegal weapons.
By 2007, all 12 survivors were released out of jail and went back to Koresh. He appeared again making a video which showed his hostages' police and was showed all over the world. The standoff started again, but with more officers.
Over me, but I'll be biting one of the tracks. No one's going to hurt me or my family. That's American policy here. You could have arrested me any day as I jogged up and down this road. You could have arrested me going to town or going to Walmart. Waco was going to bear witness against the ATF. The 2 agents across the street over here, Robert Gonzalez, I love the guy. I was honest with him. I brought him into my home. He was going to stay here for 2 weeks. All of this stuff you guys may want to avoid and deny. You know, he wanted to tour around the place. I promised him a tour. He could have talked to any of these guys around here, anybody. He was free to come and go as he chose. And I do not appreciate it, and never will I ever appreciate somebody coming here with 2 helicopters and cattle trailers and all that, and pushing people around with guns. Hey, I'll meet you at the doorstep any day.
Koresh was shot among with 3 others. He was rumored to have child wives and many children. He was also claimed to be raping young hostages in the compound. While the standoff was going on, Koresh called 911. On the phone, he said, "This is David Koresh, the Nutrius." Then he said, "Now there's some things in that Bible that have been held as mysterious." This call triggered all of the authorities' attention.
90 minutes to the call, shots stopped firing. Troops left, and all that remained was police officers surrounding the area. Inside the house, Koresh and many others were seriously wounded, including kids and pregnant women. 6 Branch Davidians laid dead, and Koresh stands wounded.
Waco, Texas. ATF agents infiltrate the Branch Davidian compound, looking for a cache of guns. Instead, they become the target of a madman's fury. According to intelligence, there's an arsenal of weapons in this room, and the Davidians will shoot anyone who tries to infiltrate. Cult members fire quarter-sized holes through the wall and into this agent's shoulder. Luckily, he's able to make it back to the command center. Tragically, the people inside are directly in the line of fire. In a matter of minutes, all hopes for a peaceful ending are dashed, and the fallen comrades retreat. 4 ATF agents are killed and 16 wounded. The painful wounds of Waco will take a long time to heal.
Soon later, he surrendered by blowing up his own compound with all of his followers, including himself. The bombs spread through the compound, and 120 people were reported dead.
It took $7 million to close the case. The Branch Davidian compound was over and in ashes. The only thing left are the memories, the deaths, and all the sacrifices made.
20 years later, the deaths and the tragedy still haunts people today. Also, 12 people survived the bombs, 8 out of 12 were arrested, 2 were let go, and the other 2 died a little while later.
Almost 50 kids, 2 pregnant women, approximately 50 adults, 20 teenagers, 4 officers, many troops, and David Koresh died all for their rights.
What happens when life breaks down? When there is systemic contradiction?